Hey, new review today. Very excited to bring you a new Diaclone review. Another one. So DA-78 we're looking at today. It's the Waruda Ripper. So this is a new Waruda set. Very cool, very exciting to get yet another set. And for the bad guys for Diaclone. So there it is. A couple of modes on the front. There he is. There he is on the side. And again, and then on the back you get, all your different configurations and whatnot. He's got 4 official modes, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, neat. And yeah, all this rest of it. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get this cracked open and take a look at what's inside. Alright, so this is everything you get right inside the clam, inside the box. Pretty cool. And of course, as always, your little catalog, booklet, instructions, that deal. So the catalog we'll look at first. Very nice artwork there. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got the discs flying around. Some more of these guys. So being that they're called Legion, I assume that you want to get a bunch of them. I myself am probably just going to get this one and then the recolor because, yeah, I'm cheap. But it gets pricey because it's Diaclone. But yeah, there's everything basically on the side of the box. There's just some comparisons in height. I'll do some comparisons, not all of these, but just so you can get a look at it. And then, of course, different modes you can do and attachments you can make. So, yeah, very cool. And, of course, your instructions, pretty standard. Take you through all the official modes and whatnot. So, yeah, very cool. So, let's go ahead and get this cracked open and take a closer look. All right, so here's everything you get. All the things. Legs, basically. I mean, that's what that is. Torso with that same purple on the inside, so, keeping with the theme. Backpack thing. Pretty cool. Whatever these are, thighs, but whatever you want them to be, with these little things that move. Do they come off? They do, of course. So that's cool. Of course, the feet and kind of dragon head type thing. It's got little painted eyes in there, little barrel and some teeth, which is cool. So, and then that moves there and there. So, same connectors. Hands. The 4-fingered hands. That'll open like that. Rotate. And they'll tuck away as well. Look at that in a minute. 2 pairs of swords in different colors. So, and everything's got that hexagonal pattern, because they're Waruders and they're all, evil insect things. So, they really pushed it with this set to really include the hexagonal pattern and everything. And it's usually present in most things, but it feels like it's done really well in this set. There's a lot of it. So those, and then these will come apart, as you kind of saw in the art. So he's got a little throwing thingy. A really nice head. So it's kind of got some white piping there. Kind of see. Yeah, more or less, Yeah. So that's cool, and that'll tuck away as well. And then, of course, the little star of the show here, the Waruda with the fists, Warudaroid, sorry. And he's got a blue top of his head, which the horns are independently painted, and then the face shield is independently painted. So some nice detail there, and the red right there. What's nice about this Warudaroid in particular is that he matches the larger set. He's got the same color scheme in color placement as the larger set, which is nice. That's kind of, that doesn't always happen with these Waruders, especially with the Warudoroids. So yeah, very cool, very cool. So yeah, so let's go ahead and, oh, this one right here. We didn't go over these missile pods. So that's cool. And then the actual cockpit, which is a little different as well from the soldier type, I think, which is kind of the only other one that has this style, but it's got little nubs on the side, and it's a little hard to open. You kind of have to put your fingernail right there, but, you know, a little console in there. Just enough room for him to fold up. So, yeah, pretty cool. So, yeah. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the first mode, which would be the smaller robot. And we'll build that. All right, so the first mode, it would be the Legion, so the smaller robot. So we'll go ahead and do that. So let's just put this guy in his little spot. So open up his little console area, take him, fold him completely in half, like that. And then we'll just stick him in this way. There you go. So there's a little cutout for his head there. So his legs will fit in the back. And there you go. There he'll stay. And then take the head, open up this little tube dealy. If I can get it open. There we go. And just fold the head back. Close up the tube. Stick that on there. There you go. And then stick this all the way on here. And this is pretty snug. So, yeah, do that. Then we can stick this in here. So, for these, we'll want to take these apart. And then we should be able to fit this wheel all the way up his arm to the top right there. So, and they are pointy, they are sharp. Okay, cool, very cool. And finally, little wings, I think they go, yeah, this way. So these little sword thingies will become wing thingies, and then you just want to articulate him. His feet come out. And then his hands tuck in there, and then bottom of the claws right there. So he's got little, like, pincers. Yeah. So yeah, very cool little, like little bug mode. Very cool. And they are selling this separate as well. And then just for these, we'll use them for the other set. So just put them aside for now. But yeah, very cool looking suit. Very reminiscent of the older Diaclone sets, the Waruda suits back then. And this was kind of going for that vibe as well. So this is, I think this is DA-24, but this is the first suit that we got, the Waruda suit, and this is the grappler mode, I believe. So yeah, so quite a bit bigger than that, which is cool. Yeah, and then here is maneuver suit, so you can see how much bigger that is. So, and then this one is pretty cool because the blue accents. He's got a red chest, but everything else is blue on him, and then this guy's blue. So that's pretty neat. And just for further size comparison, here's 67. So the soldier type 2. So, you know, kind of in between there, between the small suit and the one of the bigger ones. So very cool. I like it a lot. It looks pretty awesome. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Of course, the wing's gonna pop off. So, and as far as articulation, he's got that waist because how it connects arms up and down all the way around. This rotates right there, up and down. Claw goes up and down, closes, that kind of thing. Those will pop off. The legs, up and down, rotation, toe, and then knee, kind of a knee. And then the hip skirts will come out of the way for it. And he's pretty stiff. That's actually probably one of the reasons I keep dropping stuff is, especially in the legs, a little harder to manipulate. Stick those back on. For now. Okay. And we'll set them aside. We'll just bring everything back. And then we'll go ahead and start assembling stuff. Okay, so what we want to do, a little bit of prep here. We'll put the hands away. So I'll open this up and just tuck the hand back. Now it's a little like thruster thingy dealy. Yeah. So we'll get these, and then we will, like I said, we'll be using these now. So we just want to stick the missile pods on there. And I hope this won't be too difficult to get apart later. So we'll stick this piece on there. So as you can see, same dealy. And then stick this, and this is kind of just going to fit in that little hole there. So, yep. And then with this is originally, there's a lot of moving parts on this. This is originally, I think, set up like this. So you want to, like something like that. So you want to have this blue part in the front, and then you can open up these. You can see that. That'll move as well. So you want to hold that while you move this, and then this will open up too. So a lot of options there, and then this rotates, this goes up and down right there. So a lot of movement options there. So we'll do that, and then we'll stick these pieces in the front, stick these pieces in the back, and you don't necessarily want to push them too far in because they're going to be a pain to get out. So just kind of leave them there-ish, you know. So, and then bring those up, and then you pretty much get this guy upside down. Then you pretty much have the hanger raider. You want to take the swords and just bring them right here. So that kind of gives it a little bit more stability too, but it's just some kind of flying thing. It's a flying pair of legs, but it's also a double-headed dragon thing. I don't know. It's pretty cool. So this is what the entire set looks like together, you know, all in its separate modes. So yeah. Pachoo! 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 Pretty cool. Anyway, sorry. Let's see. So let's get it all, not all of it separated, but we'll take these pieces off, and then this whole thing is just going to stay the way it is. We are going to want to get these out. So maybe this will work this way. Yeah. Oh, ooh, look at that. those missiles are sharp. So maybe you want to open that. Maybe that's the only reason that opens, is to easily get these guys out, because they're pretty stuck in there. So yeah, and you do want to separate these. So you do want to separate these. I'll get those separated in just a minute, and then open up the fists. If you're not going to use the bottom half of this, I guess you could not separate it, but get these out of here. Close up his whole hand thing. Same thing with the toes. Bring the other very sharp piece here off his arm. Or you can leave it on, whatever. It's up to you. It's Diaclone. Do what you want to do. Then connect that on there. And, you know, same way as normal. Bring that up. Open up his feet. Oops, his leg just came off. There we go. Then he's got feet. Rip this piece off, and his head's stuck in there. Of course. Open this up. So he's got a head. Then put that back on. Then put this back on. There we go. Now he's got a head. Now he needs arms or hands. So just connect those on. And he's got a double jointed elbow. Now that's pretty cool. And then that's pretty much him. And then you got all these other parts that you can attach. So the backpack, let's see, will condense right like that, I believe. Something like that. Yeah. So once you get all these pieces separated, you can go ahead and attach these pieces to the bottom here, or the top, rather. So, like that. Like that as missiles. Stick this guy on there. Now he's got a little missile backpack. Stick these guys back together, and you could stick them on the legs. And he can use those as he sees fit. And then these guys, you can stick them together for one kind of gun. And that'll go in his hand as well. Will it fit just in his hand? No, you have to put one side in at a time. But he'll hold it really well. Or you could put these, you know, here, anywhere you want. So on top of these things. So yeah, he can hold them like an actual sword. Individually, he can hold one as a gun, you know. So whatever you want. But he is the Ripper after all, so I'll give him these. So yeah, pretty cool. As far as articulation now, his he just gains the second toe now and length. And of course, you know, if you want to pretend those are guns or something, you could do that, I guess. But the legs are pretty much the same. He's got the waist. He's got a head now on a ball joint. And he's got wrist rotation, and because of the way the elbow works now, he's got a double jointed elbow. So yeah, really. Oops. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that'll come off. That's amazing. That's exciting. I had noticed some separation there, but I didn't want to pull on it. So yeah, really cool. Really cool. And just again, to compare him with the smaller suit, there he is with that. So big height difference he gains. And here he is with the soldier type. So even bigger than the soldier type, which is really cool. These guys, I think, are a little bigger than your standard your standard mech, I should say, just from Diaclone. And this one's just a little bit on the bigger side for their sets. This is Red Lightning, and come on, he's one of the older sets, so his feet aren't great. He doesn't stand up as well. He stands up a lot better than the Cosmos set, but there you can see he's pretty much on par with him. So, and there's just a couple of sets that are larger than him. So, I think 3. So, yeah. Very, very cool. I really dig it a lot. I've got one more mode to go over, and then we'll be able to let you know what I think. So the Flying V is next. Okay, so for Flying V, you do basically want to start off with these initial separated modes. So this Legion Core guy is basically going to stay the same. You want to take these guys off, flip up his feet, and just bring these out and up. Yeah. So it looks like that. And you do want to open up his legs. As you can see here, it's notched into one side. You can put it into either side. I think it's the same. It's painted the same on the front and back, but there's some screws in the back. So clearly this is the back, but if you wanted to flip his legs around, that would work. But you just want to push it through this ring. See more clearly there how that works. So just push it through the ring all the way to the top. There you go. So you got it all the way through, and then this is what this little button's for. You want to disengage that, or you want to make sure that it's actually forward, so you can disengage that, and then that, having it open, would lock it into place, so it's not going to move now. And you do want to just bring this up, and then you can, that'll just peg into the top there. So then you got a giant T. so there you go. There's that. And for this, I'll obviously take the swords off. You want to bring these up, this, and let's see, bring these this way and fold them in, right? This way. And let's see here. You want to fold them in like this, kind of the way they were, and you can see that there's a little opposing pegs and holes that you can attach like that. These should be in this configuration, more or less. And then you want to attach that to the back. This is going to get very tall. So, yeah. And so there you pretty much have it. You want to, final step is attach these. I haven't tested out if this is going to stand up. I don't think it will. I'll see how it will, but yeah, it won't. And then you want to put these on the back, I think right here. I'll have to double check that. Okay, so these actually should be facing down. But, yeah, there you have it. The flying V. Because what letter does that look like to you? A V, right? A V. Yeah. Not the second to last letter in the alphabet. A V. Definitely not a Y. A V. So, yeah, but that's basically it. It doesn't really stand. I got it leaning against this thing. But it's, you know, it's flying weird insect mode. This guy had one too. So we'll just show that off here. So kind of what, and then this guy couldn't stand either, but kind of what it looks like flying around. I prefer this one for this guy. I think that's a little bit more intimidating. But you know, it's flying weird insect mode thing. So there it is, the flying V. And yeah, I don't know. This is an awesome set. It's really cool. I mean, obviously this mode is just a novelty. It just shows you kind of a possibility for a weird alien thing to come down and, you know, fight your good guys. So, but it's really cool. The possibilities are endless as always. Oh, never put these down. The possibilities are endless as always. This guy can be reconfigured just by himself into, I am sure, so many things. So yeah, maybe I'll put some pictures up at the end of this just to show off. So, but it looks really great. I love this set. I think it's one of the best things that Diaclone has done as of yet. And yeah, I'm really excited for the future and what we have coming up next. So let me know what you guys think of the review, what you think of the toy, and I'll see you guys next time.